This is another episode of Standup Comedy, your host and MC, celebrating 40-plus years on the fringe of show business. Stories, interviews, and comedy sets from the famous and not so famous. Here's your host and MC, Scott Edwards.
Hey, welcome back to the podcast, Stand-Up Comedy, your host and MC. If you hadn't heard about it, we're doing kind of something unique. On Friday, I released my short-form podcast, Comedy Appetizers, and started part of a comedy set by one of the best comics ever, Larry Miller. He came out of New York, where he was part of the Funniest Men in the Universe Club. That's right, it was Jerry Seinfeld, Paul Reiser, Mark Schiff, and Larry Miller. And these guys came out in the early 80s and started working for me at my club, Laughs Unlimited. Anyway, last Friday, I ran a short 5-minute version of his set, and now I'm going to continue it. So here we have, recorded back in 1985, live on stage at my club, one of the funniest comics ever to come out of show business. By the way, Google his name, Larry Miller. You'll see exactly who I'm talking about. He has done hundreds of movies and TV shows. Anyway, let's get to it. Here's some great stand-up comedy material by one of the best and one of my favorites, Larry Miller.
Well, men really are different from women, though, in the good ways. There are many interesting things. I swear, women appreciate things that men don't understand. I went shopping for my girlfriend. We come back with like some soap. She asked me to pick up some stuff. So I got some toilet paper. She picks up the toilet paper. She goes, not green. I said, honey, it's not new drapes. She said, you're not green. And I said, well, what do you want? So I brought her, I realized I had never considered the color, To me, the only thing I think to most men, the only important thing about toilet paper is that it's there when you need it. No one likes that surprise. Man or woman. You turn to your left, oh, no. I never check, oh, no. That spool just grins back at you. Who's sorry now? But again, that's all after that day in 6th grade. See, if we didn't grow up, you wouldn't have that problem. Of course, we wouldn't be here. Because before that day in 6th grade, things are different now. Kids eat all sorts of junky food. Is anybody suspicious about this whole NutraSweet thing, by the way, the new sweetener? That's supposed to be good for you. It's just that in a couple of years there's going to be there is one thing. You grow another head. Thanks a lot. Don't look at me. You wanted to lose weight. I said, don't look at me. See, they don't even get along. I'm looking forward to next week, though, boy, after that Thanksgiving again back home. You know what the problem is? You go out, you have a good meal with your family, then you go out with the old hometown buddies, the guys you grew up with. You have a few drinks. 30. Could happen. Now, because you're staying with your parents for the holiday, now you have to sneak back in the middle of the night without waking them up. It's like being 16 again. Because, at 4 in the morning, you always get that drunk ego, too, on the sidewalk staring at the house. I can handle this. Okay, here we go. Okay, here's 1. Here's 2. Garbage can. Why do we shush inanimate objects, by the way? Anybody ever figure this out? Should be very quiet. Step on the dog. Stepped on his eye. Everything gets so loud. Now you cross the living room floor. the minefield. It's pitch black. Oh, Jesus. You know that feeling when you're already in the middle of the floor, it's too late to go back? You figure, I'm trapped, they'll find me in the morning. The only people who never have to worry about creaky floors are people like Linda Blair, Damien, Carey, because, you know, they can do that floating devil's walk, that... And as a rule, these people don't get that upset when their parents yell at them anyway. They're possessed, you know. Boy, mom's food, so that's why I like going home. Mom's food. See, that's something else. See, you go to your own refrigerator at 4 a.m, what's there? An onion. It's been there about a year. It's growing other onions. That's pretty when it happens, huh? Men's refrigerators are always worse. Any woman knows this. You go to a man's refrigerator, there's a six-pack, there's always a bottle of hot sauce, no one knows why. Okay? On the door, some mayonnaise from the 60s, you know. Men never throw things out. Your girlfriend will pick up that jar. Why do you still have this? It's blue. Well, it was there when I moved in. A couple of more years, it'll change back, honey, you know. They get dirty, too. You can reach into a man's refrigerator, something goes... See, but mom's food, that's something else. Because mom knows how to cook. All mothers have a supernatural property with food anyway. My mother could repeat the name of the food as if just that would make you hungry. She'd say, have some steak. No, I don't want any. It's steak. Oh, bring it on. You ever get this one? Eat the lima beans. I don't like lima beans. I made them a different way. How different are they going to... Are they peanuts now, Mom? There's got to be a big difference. I don't like... My mother could act like a lawyer, too. She could break the food down into parts, like you're being cross-examined on the witness stand. She'd say, you didn't eat the beef stew. I don't like beef stew. Hell, you like meat, don't you? Yes, you enjoy potatoes. Isn't that true? Well, there's so many different kinds. Well, then you like beef stew. Yes. Yes, it's true. Stop badgering me. Very dramatic for childhood, wouldn't you say? Even for this act. But mom's food, that's the difference. You open mom's refrigerator at 4 a.m. and that light comes pouring out. It's like a ballet. Da, 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 da. Is there anything prettier than taking tinfoil off a bowl late at night? What's it going to be? Could be chicken, could be stuffing, whatever it is, it's what you want. That much you know. Of course, you got the pickle jars, falling pots and pans hitting the floor. You're in the refrigerator. Now, you don't even hear Dad come in. The kitchen light comes on. There's Dad. Well, everybody's father does that late at night, don't they? Old Dad scratching and picking down there, yeah. Everybody's father does that. It's a disgusting thing to watch at 4 a.m, I'll tell you that. I know that. I don't need that. Do you need that? I don't need that. Jeez, with the jockey shorts with no elastic left? Jeez, it's the rudest thing in America, I'll be honest with you. Hey, Dad, please, because I'm going to throw up, I promise. Oh, gee whiz, it's a macabre experience, I'll be honest with you. It's a male thing, I admit that. As soon as men get married, they get that ring on, they're picking and pulling. I don't know why. Maybe women know why, I don't know why. That's your childhood. Dad squinting and that one, if you can get that. That's Dad. Well, it's still great to go home. I found a toy I used to play with last time I was home. Boy, it shows you how your outlook changes. I used to love it as a kid. It's garbage as an adult. You change as you get older. It's called electric football. It was a rectangular vibrating board. You remember the men had the plastic flaps on the bottom of their feet? You turn the game on. That was the problem. They went all over the board. You couldn't score with this piece of junk. It'd take an hour to line up one play. You turn it on. Was this fun? I think it was fun. They had a kicker. You click the foot back, little Q-tip football. You ever score with this? Come on, right in your mother's eyes. There was 1,000,000 to 1 shot. All the men cleared along the border. They were all up there. So you get all excited, right? You think you're going to score. Guaranteed the guy with the ball is like... Or else he gets locked in that permanent do-si-do with another guy that Alamand left for the rest of his life. You hate to see that happen. I don't care where you're from. So that's your youth there, see? See if this scene sounds familiar. 16 years old, parents go away for the weekend, leave you at the house. Now, as they're pulling away from the curb, your father says, "Well, take good care of the house." All right. You got everything you need? Oh, yes. And then the big one. No parties. No. It's parties? Why would you have a party in a big empty house? Where's the fun there? Of course, they pull away. You don't have just a party. You call up anyone you've ever heard of. You pick up that phone. I got a house. Those are parties. You ever have your parents come back early? Aye, there's the rub. Come back a few days early, party still going on. There are 80 people in the house naked. They're screaming at the top of their lungs. Music is blaring. And through it all, you can still hear the key turn in the door. Boy, you got those ears out. Boy, that's your butt on the line, right? You're upstairs, you hear that. You go, Mother of God. Because it's all over. I mean, that's it. Your life is unraveling. And it's about to happen. I will never forget this as long as I live. I was in the kitchen in my underwear. I just heard that key turn. You just go... Because it's all over. I remember the first thing I saw, I swear, I looked into the den. I saw my girlfriend. She was... in her underwear, she's sitting just on the couch, and I saw her, I could see her face looking at the front door, and I heard my father's voice go. I heard that. I saw her sitting there looking at him, I heard his voice go, "Who am I? Who are you?" They walk in. One of my bizarre scene. One of my friends is making out with my mother's dress mold in the living room. You know, I still haven't figured that one out. Guys are playing skeet shoot with the china. Pull. 10 friends sitting around the phone making calls to Denmark. Now you have one choice, and you know it. You have to come barreling into the living room and pretend nothing's wrong. Well, might as well give it a shot. Yeah, you give it a try. You go in there. Dad, what a surprise. Nah, it was a bad scene. There were 9 people in their bed. 9. There's no reason for that. Not then, not now. There's just no reason for it. Gee, months later, my father was still finding devices. What the hell is that? Gee, Marion, come in here a minute, would you please? They grounded me, boy. In fact, this is my first night out. I like it here, Old Sack. Is that the best name we could come up with, by the way? It's not a pretty name, is it? Where are you from? Just Northern California somewhere. But what's the name? It's Old, it's Old Sack. What? The Old Sack? I don't know how he named it either. Jeez, I wasn't in there. They didn't ask me. So, what's good around here? Winter coming up. Is this skiing territory? Yeah. Apparently, so. I'm not much of a... No, water skiing? No, I'm talking about snow skiing. Both kinds? No, snow skiing is much more dangerous. There are very few trees you can hit on a lake. Maybe on Venus. The Sacramento River. A pretty river, isn't it? Yeah. Just like old Virginia, you know. That's fine. Well, I went... you could kill yourself skiing, you know. I mean, to me, there's no reason to ever go skiing. Because I went... You know, I had to rent skis. They have 3 beautiful pairs of skis in the window. Your skis come from the cellar. It's one of those... Your skis, sir. Quick, light a match. They hate fire. I'm going... The old wooden skis, the ones they lash up your leg, you know. Last person to use mine was Heidi. I'm going skiing, you know. I'm going to go on what they call the bunny slope. You skiers know this is the elementary slope. It's like a driveway. I'm about to go on the easy slope. One of my friends stops me. He says, well, look, Larry, don't waste your time on the bunny slope. Come with me. Does this sound familiar to anybody here? All right, the old come with me, all right? But you look at the guy, he's got the matching banana-colored skis and boots, you know, he's got the skin tight. You know, when the pants are so tight, you can tell the guy's religion. That's it, come on. I told you got to think about some of these, you know. Stay with me, that's one of those delay jokes on the way home. Oh. With the way, go with that. The guy's good. He takes me on a regular hill there, you know. Geez, I should have been suspicious because, you know, they have the names, the Bluebird, Apple Valley. Ours was the Hindenburg. But you don't notice these things at the time. It takes you 11 tries to get on the chair, you know. Oh, gee, that's another tremendous pain. You finally, you get on the chair there. As we're going up, I begin to notice the debris of other skiers. Should his leg be bent like that? See people in these cartoon positions with, like, poles through their heads. That's no good. I don't like that. That's no good, is it? You know, we're going up. These chairs go up there. A plane went by, and I could see the movie. Again, didn't bother me, you know. I'm with my friend, you know. So he says to me about halfway up, he says, you know, here's the secret of skiing. You're going too fast, you want to slow down, you want to stop, you put your knees together and you push, okay? Now, skiers, this is called? Snowplow. All right, now, I think you do this and stop on a dime. All right? No? I think you... That's it. It's the secret, like I'm one of a dozen people to know it. Hey, thanks. I'm glad we spoke. We get to the top of the hill, and I know the secret. just they have the raised mound of snow. You got to lift both skis up as you. So of course I catch one tip on the front of the mound there. Welcome to the wishbone game. All right, I'm going, Bobby. I rolled back halfway, had it right up on somebody's ankle. You know. Believe me, I appreciate this. I fell. What would you do? Get back up to the top. My buddy's at the edge of the slope, goggles down. I'm like, don't leave me here. No, he shouts back, well, you'll be okay. You know the secret. Just takes off. Now, I'm not afraid at all because it's a beautiful day. I'm going to ski. I know the secret. Yeah, exactly. So I just head over to the side for a little look down the slope. Yeah, clouds are moving below you. All right, off on the side, there's a billy goat going. He's calling his friends. Frankie, Al, the guy has rented skis. Didn't bother me. I know the secret. So all you have to do to ski, you lean forward. You're at the edge, and you're skiing. Of course, in about 3 seconds, you're going Mach 1. Trees are a blurry. It just goes shooting past these two guys. I don't know, that's something you don't see every day. He's very good. I think he's crying. Now I'm going down this hill just like... But that's on the outside. On the inside, I'm thinking, well, this is my first time skiing. Yeah, I'm going too fast. I should slow down. I should, what's the word? Stop. How can I affect this change? Well, it's silly of me, really. In all the excitement, I nearly forgot. Yes, as if people began whispering it from a darkened room. I thought to myself, I'll use. Suddenly, there were more of them. The advice still seems sound. Remember, again, this is all inside. The outside, I'm... All right? But with presence of mind, with every ounce I have, I hit this snowplow. Absolutely nothing happens. In fact, you go a lot faster when you do this. The reason for that is the snowplow has the effect of clearing away the bodies of other skiers who have been killed trying to get down the hill before you. Now I panic. Now I feel like the guy in the beginning of Wide World of Sports. I will never laugh at him again. I respect him now. Now I panic. I do what all skiers do, which is anybody? Fall down. No, more specifically, thank you. You sit. You sit. You go for 1,000 yards on your wallet. It's true. They can plant corn in back of you now. And of course, as you go, you leave a very neat trail of skis, poles, boots, clothes. Finally go into a tree. Now you get up groggy, the equipment's all behind me. The only one who would help me out, you see him all over the slopes. 5-year-old kid. Oh, you could strangle these kids. They are so annoying. Expert skiers. Parents start him skiing when he's a fetus. They get him little ones. and tiny goggles, as you could well imagine. Guy's good. He gathers up all my stuff, shoots down one side, scoops up a glove with the pole, I can see. Goes, of course, behind the back, gets the goggles, Gathers up all my stuff, goes over to where I am and pulls one of these. Are you okay? Now, here's what's happening. I'm making it down this hill every 1,000 yards. Why? I get the equipment on, start to ski, can't stop. Back down on the wallet, leave my equipment in a trail. Gotta wait for the kid to come back. You ever start going backwards by mistake? There's a nice surprise. Facing up the hill as you put the skis back on. You don't realize till it's too late. Oh, Christ. Backwards down the hill now. Past those same two guys. Now, there's another thing you don't see a lot. I'm telling you, he's got talent. Pass all my friends. I didn't even realize this had all been a joke on me. That morning my friends had decided, look, Larry's never been skiing. Take him up a big hill. But it'll be funny. He'll get hurt real bad. This is their conversation waiting for me to appear. It's like, hey, look, he's been gone a long time. We don't want him to die. Well, I was just thinking. Did you hear that? No, it wasn't human. And in the distance, you hear. Come up with a crest. On one ski with the poles flying. Right into space. With the kid right behind me. Those two guys are back again. No, he's giving lessons. Would you look at him? My friends are all yelling, sit down, Larry, sit down. This much I already know. Back down on the wallet. By the way, after a full week of skiing like this, I actually developed a shelf in my right cheek. From the wallet, That's not so bad. In the shower, I can hold the soap now. But you might as well learn something tonight, and it might as well be now. I finally figured this out. The real secret of skiing, all right? Next time you go, when you get on the chairs, you're going up to the top, don't get off. It's a beautiful ride. Lovely day, your legs are dangling, you go around up top, you get to the bottom, the attendant hands you another beer. Thank you very much. You go back right back up again. That's the secret of skiing. Thank you. A very special night. Thank you. Thanks for being here.
Oh, man. He just cracks me up. I love his slow, deliberate pace. His material so relatable, totally clean, totally funny. That was Larry Miller live on stage, recorded back in 1985. I know you enjoyed that as much as I did back then and again now on this podcast. Hey, thanks for listening and enjoying this show, Stand-Up Comedy host and MC. If you get a chance, go to Apple and rate us. Tell your friends, share it around. We're still growing. We're worldwide, but we're still growing. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week with another great show. Bye.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Stand-Up Comedy, your host and MC. For information on the show, merchandise, and our sponsors, or to send comments to Scott, visit our website at www.standupyourhostandmc.com. Look for more episodes soon and enjoy the world of stand-up comedy. Visit a comedy showroom near you.